BTS has contributed so much to how K-pop has done music videos since they started this. And it so happened that our good friend Maui is also the music video guy.
At yun yung magaling sa BTS. They force you to, you can't just watch it once. You have
Yeah.
to absorb and reabsorb and analyze and internalize. Like before you understand the full story. The Nietzsche quote dun sa Blood, Sweat, and Tears, or the short story, Omelas, or Snowpiercer. Alam mo yan, parang it always warrants further reading for you to appreciate it. And you want to. That's the important part. You are pushed to study.
They make you want to.
Yeah.
Correct.
One, two, sarang!
Hey! Annyeong, this is Pia.
What's up, everyone? This is Chency.
Hi, this is Monica, and we are 1TOSARANG, your K-pop and K-drama podcast.
Woo! Let's go.
Back to our roots.
I know.
As in the original roots
I know.
of Zoom.
In more ways than one.
Correct. Correct ka dyan.
May iba din tayong roots na babalikan.
Oh.
Diba? Dalawa actually, because for this episode, we are going to look back at where we began. Wow, ang drama. Insert dramatic music. Sino mag-insert ng dramatic music?
Ako na
Maui,
kakanta ko ngayon.
Editor, Char. Sinira mo naman yung intro
Sorry
ko.
naman,
Okay.
sorry naman. Na-excite ako eh. Akala ko I have an opportunity to sing.
Okay, later you will sing, don't worry. And for all other episodes, because we've been singing in so many episodes lately.
That's true.
I wonder why. But anyways, so isa pang pagbabalik namin sa aming roots ay ang aming kaibigan na si Maui. Now, Maui, I and Pia, we've known him in production for a while now. It's been years. And it so happened that our good friend Maui is also the music video guy. I'm sure you have encountered him at some point because he started his channel, his page, not so long ago, and yet sobrang dami niya ng followers. As in, sobrang galing ha. At
My God.
ipapakwento ko lahat ng mga pangyayari sa kanyang the music video guy adventure. Like from when it started to where he is at now. Anyway, so Maui, his main content as the music video guy nga is of course music videos. And then sabi niya, oy, we should like collaborate and like talk about music videos ng K-pop. Kasi ano nga bang pinag-usapan natin? Kundi K-pop, right? And what better way to do that than to reintroduce him to the world of K-pop music videos than with BTS music videos. Ang ating binabalikan na roots. Because why BTS? Of course, it is comeback season. It is March. By the time this episode drops, nag-drop na rin yung album. So, ibig sabihin may bago na rin sila music video. So, ibig sabihin may bago na may pag-uusapan. Yay! It's been 4 years. And, let's just say that BTS has contributed so much to how K-pop has done music videos since they started this. That's what we're going to be discussing. For this episode, we are going to reintroduce him to K-pop music videos through the BTS music videos, specifically by Lumpens, because ang dami nilang nagawa na, and hindi lang naman siya yung director nila, like meron din iba that we're gonna briefly talk about, mention din later. It would be nice, syempre, to narrow it down to 5. Okay, we just chose 5 videos for this episode. It was really difficult. So we chose the 3. We 1TOSARANG. Pinili namin ng 3. And then Maui, I asked Maui to choose 2. So I actually gave him a list of 10 music videos and he watched all of them.
Yes.
Wow.
Like, it's
Congrats.
so
Let's
good.
go streaming!
And then he chose 2 and find out why he chose those 2. Okay, so armies, please watch out. Wait, please listen and watch this because I'm pretty sure Maui has so much to say about those two and the three that we're suggesting. And without further ado, hello, Maui Mauricio, the music video guy.
Welcome!
Hi,
Welcome
everyone.
to
Thank you for having me.
Tosarang.
Yeah.
Ang
Of course.
haba-haba ng
Natakot naman
intro
ako.
ko.
Natakot naman ako when you said, like, when you started talking and you're so eloquent and just like came out and burst out. And I come from scripted content, so I'm gonna try my best and speak from the top of my head and give my thoughts and feelings about BTS. And I'm really excited. 'Cause, oh my God,
Right?
those 10 music videos coming from the cold. I'm not really that big of a like K-pop viewer. I mean, nothing against it. It's just that no one in my proximity really watch K-pop, so I wasn't really exposed to it. However, and should I go straight to my history with
Yes,
K-pop?
please. I was
My
just
brief
about to
history.
ask you. Yeah.
Okay. It's way back in 2007. I was a beginner video editor, like doing commercials, doing corporate AVPs, and I worked for this company called Mad Banana. And one of the bosses there, this guy by the name of Joe Frago, God rest his soul, he passed away a few years ago after the pandemic, and he was the one who introduced me to K-pop. Imagine this: there was YouTube at its infancy. There were no streaming platforms. There was no Netflix. There were no there were no like viable means of like watching music videos here, like K-pop videos here. He would download them off of LimeWire.
I love it.
Yes.
And all those like Korean, like these obscure Korean forums where you like get like high res pulls from TV. And he introduced me to Shino Shide, Girls' Generation. He introduced me to Hyori.
Yori.
And
Yori.
Yori. And he introduced me to, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this artist, MC Mo.
Oh my God. I know him because of Variety. But yeah.
Yeah,
He's in Variety now?
He's
He was.
okay, he did like hip hop and he does
Yes.
comedy. And his
I love
video
it.
and the reason that he showed me these videos were like the production value. They were always ahead of the Philippines in terms of like production design,
Yeah.
and in terms of like scale, and the cameras were amazing. And MC Mong in particular, that one video, it's called Ice Cream. There, I remember that video. It's called Ice Cream. And it was amazing because for 2007, MC Mo's face was digitally placed on everyone else's heads.
Oh.
my gosh. That's
So-
way
so-
ahead of its time.
College pa lang kayo, ganun
Ano
na yung
sabi
state
ng
of
Snapchat?
chat. Wala pa. AI was like a twinkle
Nothing.
Yeah.
in Elon Musk's eye.
Wow.
Not even. So, So yeah, that's my exposure to K-pop. But aside from that, like of course I'm familiar with BTS. Of course I'm familiar with Jennie and Lisa, especially with Lisa's because I'm a fan of Rosalia. And I
yes.
love their collaboration. That video
Yeah.
is
Ooh.
amazing as well. And it's always like K-pop always pushes the boundaries in terms of production design, and that's why I picked my two. That's why I have my two picks. Like in terms of production design, I wonder if people already figured out which two they are. But they're from the middle era.
Wow.
So there. So yeah.
Oh, diba?
Oo.
So that's me and K-pop so far. But that's why I'm here, because I want to learn more from you guys, because you're the experts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hindi naman. Connoisseur lang.
Kumbaga sa wine, kayo yung may wide range of tastes. Ako yung, okay to, red. Or white.
Or pwede
Matamis.
rin,
Ganon.
Pwede na. Oh.
or maybe
Okay.
not connoisseur. Like tipong, wala, nagpapakalasing kami in it right now. Ganon.
Correct.
True.
O, diba?
Oo.
Parang mas appropriate ata yung
So
lasing.
ibig sabihin ba yung opinion natin not to be trusted? Because
Grabe
you're drunk
naman!
na lasing, ganon.
Grabe
Lasing
naman.
eh, alam mo yun.
when you're drunk,
Rose-colored
you're happy.
beer glasses. Diba?
Oo.
Tama?
No, but when you're drunk, you're happy and like, you say
The beer
things kahit na
goggles.
you don't
Beer
want to say it.
goggles.
Wow.
Mm-mm. True.
Hello, podcast.
Cheers to
Ito
that.
kami ngayon. But what about the music video guy? Like, what is that about? Like, how did it start? And where are you at now? My gosh, I saw that you have interviewed Mark Webb. That's so fantastic.
Oh,
Quick
actually,
kwento.
well,
Oh.
sige, the music video guy is currently on my Instagram profile, right? And I started
Paki-follow.
this. Oh, thank you. I started this back in August. Long story short, I came home from studying my master's in Australia, and then I wanted to apply what I learned, so to speak. And things are changing so fast. Like when I came back, I found out that the commercial industry and the music video industry and the film industry have changed completely in the 2 years that I was gone. So,
Yes.
to hedge my bets and make sure that I have something to do, I started my my series, which is basically just like analyzing like classic music videos from the 90s and the 2000s and doing like 90-second reels, like thrice a week. So I'm up to 105 videos already since August.
My
Wow.
Pero,
God.
pero 90 seconds lang each. So it's
But
their bite
still.
size. Yeah. I mean, it's easy, especially since I love the concept. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I myself have done my fair share of music videos here in the Philippines with Mon. I mean,
Yes.
so
Back in
Oh,
the
I've
day,
acted on
yeah.
some of them.
and you acted in some of them. I mean, it's not hard because I love the work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not work at all. I can easily write like 10 scripts in a day
Wow.
because it's music
How
videos.
inspirational.
Oo nga eh. Para sa atin talaga tong episode na to eh.
Oh.
Para ma-push
Yeah.
tayo to do great. Wow,
Wow.
do
Wow.
greater. Wow.
Yeah. Truly.
Madali lang siya kasi sobrang saya niya like studying like you see these I can't blurred yung background ko pero I have like the complete collection of like music video directors. There was a series of 7 DVDs.
Ooh.
Like
Ooh.
hinanap ko lang siya in like the past 4 months
Wow.
Tapos
na
pili ka
like
lang, ganon. Oo.
eBay or Amazon yung mga second hand nakahanap ako and they're from like
Oh my
2003.
Ganda.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah. And it's
I
love
love
siya
it.
eh. Pag love mo, I mean, I'm sure you feel the same way about K-pop and, like
Yeah.
appreciating all these artists.
Yeah.
Mine just so happens to be 20-year-old music videos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ayan. And
So
now
the
we're
ones that
starting
hit
off.
the ones that hit my algorithm are mostly focused on Western MVs, and since you
Yeah.
worked locally, hindi ka ba nagde-deep dive sa mga local videos? Or
I
masyadong
I saw
have.
El
self-serving?
Bimbo.
I did El Bimbo.
Hello
Yeah.
to Isab, kapatid ni Yael, who we also guested here.
Yun naman yung plan. But my algorithm, because I started the series it's an algorithm thing. I started the
Yeah.
series, I was still in Australia. So
Ah.
my toes, my leg is still partly there. So yung algorithm ko is more Western centric pa.
Gets.
So whenever I do something local, my feed dies completely.
I see.
So-
Wow.
So I have to
Really?
So I have to introduce the idea slowly.
Correct.
Okay.
Gets,
really
gets,
slowly.
gets. Tingi-tingi.
Are you
Oo.
ready to get bombarded by
But you did do
K-pop
K-pop.
fans?
I saw you do, ano nga,
I did
Girls'
K-pop.
Gen.
Yeah, yun din. Same thing.
Oo.
I did Girls' Gen. I thought it was going to be a safe bet
Oo.
because
Yeah.
it's Girls' Generation.
Exactly.
Iconic song.
Oo.
Exactly.
Correct.
Diba?
Was it
It's
G?
like no, not G. The one before, the very first one. The one about the
Okay, Into the New World.
Into the New World. There
yeah,
we go.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Their intro, their very first music video,
Yeah.
and it became like the protest anthem
Yes.
of a
Yes.
generation.
Correct. Oo
Yes,
nga.
yes, yes.
Naging
Huge
protest.
song.
House of Chaos
I
for
love it.
Gigi.
Yes, yes,
Correct.
yes.
Oo.
Nobody watched it. It's like one of my
Really?
weakest videos.
We did. And the Sarang
Thank
Base
you.
will
Oo.
also.
Yeah.
Check
We'll
it
make sure
out.
to put those on the links. Okay, we
Exactly.
gotta
Thank you.
support. And it's a very, very
Yes.
important song. And I do
Super.
remember watching it. It's a very, very important contribution actually
Yeah.
to that song.
Mm.
Has a huge contribution to Korea. And I think it's important now we get to spread it as well. And ang tanong is, after this episode, I wonder if you're gonna do more K-pop. Actually, na-excite
I
ako.
do.
Because I know you're gonna do. Pero kumbaga, I wonder if from now on, you're gonna do more. Maybe more BTS stuff.
Oh my God, we're
right?
gonna send you so much stuff. Get
Right.
ready.
Oo. So maybe ito, actually, so ang episode na to, ano pala to? Patikim, ganon.
Oo.
Pero balik nga tayo sa BTS and the 5 music videos that we choose. The 5 music videos by Lumpens. And I guess it's time to like share kung ano yung mga songs na to, no? So that you guys have an idea on where to or when to click. Baka lang may favorites kayo, Sarang Base, that you wanna go straight
Do it.
to. For this episode, we're gonna be talking about I Need You, Blood, Sweat, Tears, Spring Day, The Queen, of course, cannot be missed, Fake Love, and on Kinetic Manifesto. 5, o diba?
Yes.
So, before we begin din pala our discussion, I just wanted to talk about Lumpens in case there are new armies here who have not encountered him really. Just a quick briefer on who he is or who it is. Because
Yeah.
They are?
oo. Lumpens is actually a production company. Pero it's also considered as the creative alias of its founder and director, Yong-sok. So they are known for their legendary cinematic storytelling, heavy symbolisms, and high art aesthetic. And fun fact, I've just found out, di pala ako tunay na army. Where he got the name, apparently, ano pala yun, like his college professor gave it to him when he was still a student from Lumpen proletariat, which is German for the unorganized and unpolitical lower orders of society who are not interested in revolutionary advancement.
That explains so much. Oh my God. That explains so much of their music videos.
Right? I know. When I
He-
read
like-
it, I'm like, okay, that's
Okay,
that's like
okay.
the thesis statement of what he's been doing with the
Yeah.
boys like all these
Yeah.
years, right? So Lumpens, he or they are often praised for transmedia storytelling. So their stuff, they always feel like short films.
Yeah.
And they have worked also with they talaga. Naku-confuse ako kung they or him. Him na lang. So when we refer to Lumpens, we are actually referring to Choi Yong-sok.
Young Shock.
So he has worked with IU, TXT, Sunmi, Le Seraphim, and Wonder Girls. O, diba?
Yes.
And he has been one of the primary creative forces behind BTS's music videos. It's like he grew up with BTS, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yes,
All
true.
these years.
True.
And I think ang ginawa ko rin, I made sure to do this chronologically, the music videos. Because in a way, you can also see the growth, not just of the song mismo of BTS, but also with his music video treatment. Like, there is also a growth from his side. So
Yeah,
it was
agree.
very visible. It was so nice to see, right? Hindi lang si Choi Yong-sok yung usual director ng BTS. They also had Woogie Kim or si GDW who has done, I think, 3 or a little bit more than 3.
Parang nag-collaborate din siya with Lumpens on some of the videos.
Yeah, he did also. He did. Pero ang actual, the guy who ties them all actually is the DOP, si Yoonu Nam. So whether it's Lumpens or GDW, he's usually the cinematographer for the music videos of BTS. Kaya in a way, you can see that may tahi talaga siya in
It's very
everything that they
consistent.
put out. Yeah, diba? And also growth. Because like you can
Yeah.
also see like from the early times to the last ones when they've reached like superstardom, like hindi lang siya budget thing eh. It's like a skill thing that grew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there, that's it for Lumpens, and I guess we can proceed with the 5 songs, beginning with
Game.
I Need You.
Mm.
Taran.
Love it.
I Need You. It's from The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1. This was released in 2015.
The Hwayang Yonhwa era, right?
Oh, diba?
Wow, I
Yeah,
love.
I love it.
I got it.
Yes,
I got
look
it.
at this
Say it
guy.
5 times.
BSU.
Hwayang Yonhwa.
This guy.
Hwayang.
Oh, diba? This is what we love about Maui, guys. He came in prepared, so you will be entertained.
I'm
in
a
this
Bilang
nerd,
guro.
yo.
As a professor.
And like, yeah, I'm a nerd. So I can't not research
Yeah,
and
yeah.
rush as this was. Let's
So
go,
for
let's do
each
it.
song, I'll be asking us, 1TOSARANG, how we feel about this and what struck us with these music videos. And then, syempre, we're coming in from like the fan side.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Maui, ang expectations talaga.
Wow!
Expectations namin ay, syempre, coming in from a recent consumer of these videos nga.
Right,
And as an
right.
editor, in a way, a new eye, a fresh eye, a new lens.
Sure.
So we want to know what you think these are, why you think they're great, what's notable about them, stuff like that. Like,
Sana
this
hindi
is
ako makancel ng ARMY.
Hindi
Kasi,
naman.
They'll love
just
you.
kidding.
Trust
Just kidding.
us.
I Need You.
Mm.
Girls, ano ba ang inyong memory sa music video na 'to? Hindi niyo na 'to naabutan 'no, when it came out?
Noon na,
Hindi, not
2015
when it came
pa.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Tagal
Oo.
na. Ako
What
kasi,
Go. Anong
uh,
kwento
well,
niyo with
as
this?
we were pandemic, army babies. Nag-start sa Dynamite, ganun. So, akala namin ito lang. Ako, for me, parang akala ko ito na yung BTS. And then, deep dove into the older albums and stuff. And then, realized how rich, the whole BTS lore is. And I really love this era. Kasi, yun nga precisely, may lore siya. It's like a series of videos nga, di ba? I Need You, what's the other one? Na connected. Run. Alam mo yun. Alam mo yung may tuhog sila eh. And I think important to in terms of like the BTS lore kasi ito yung parang kumbaga teen years nila. So for me, mas na-hook ako emotionally sa kanila because of this. Kasi parang it it was a little bit more real, you know what I mean, compared to like all the the newer music videos. Parang they were depicted here as like troubled teenagers, like binubugbog pa sila, parang like medyo na-shook ako doon. Alam mo yun,
And they kill their own parents.
and they kill their own parents.
They
Lots
kill
of
their
blood
dad.
and gore. Alam mo yun, na
Yeah.
parang I think like knowing and being in K-pop now for a few years, medyo intense yung music video na yun eh. That was like not a normal thing to show. Especially for a group that's so new. Like
Yeah.
they debuted back in 2013. Alam mo yun. And then, medyo, iba pa yun. Dark Era was a different kind of BTS. But also still informed the BTS that came out during this middle years. And yun lang, parang for me, important siya sa akin kasi parang as an army, emotional core ko is with this era talaga. Parang it has yun talaga yung root sa akin. Like, the rest I love because it's fantastic songs, beautiful visuals, music videos, but the songs during this era and especially with I Need You are the songs talaga that are rooted in my heart. Wow! Rooted in my heart. Since we're talking about roots today, that's
Correct.
Yeah,
what the
correct.
song is for me.
Kaya this is one of our chosen music videos because it's very important to mention that this
Yeah.
this music video changed the game. Not just for music, not just for BTS, but for K-pop in general. Because this is when, Lumpens came in and he created a cinematic universe,
Correct.
basically. And then suddenly, the videos are short films.
Yeah.
They are a little bit more raw, real before kasi it was a little bit
Correct.
more editorial. It's more on the choreography and the fashion. Ito, may kwento.
Correct.
And then, it also introduced like this manner na parang it forced fans to kind of become detectives. Kasi cinematic universe
Yes.
nga eh.
Yeah.
So, the music videos after this, connected na siya. So, may meaning. Itong flower na to, may meaning siya sa susunod. Yung hawak niya na to, may meaning siya sa susunod. And sa mga sumunod at sumunod, parang ganon. So,
Yeah.
fans became detectives in terms of connecting the dots and why this symbolism made sense here and why it mattered in the next one, yung mga ganun ba? And more than that, it was such a huge new thing that it became a standard practice for so many K-pop groups. Like,
Until
diba,
now,
there-
you can
until
feel
now,
the
yeah,
influence.
exactly. Yeah, yung lore-based music videos.
Correct. Oo.
Diba? Hello.
And
My
I
yes.
realized na
Yeah.
like with the new groups right now, like if they debut, kailangan meron silang teen years. Important na meron silang tumatakbo. Parang they have to, kailangan may backstory sila. Parang ganon.
Correct.
And then kailangan may mga takbuhan sa field or something like that. Kailangan at some point, naging sila, troubled
Yeah.
teenagers.
Yeah. Because it's
kailangan
really about
mawala.
the coming of age story,
Coming of
which is
age,
important about
exactly.
youth. Ako naman, as an anti-lore person in K-pop, when, of course, my story is because my daughter was an army first. And when she first got into this, and she kept on talking about how this person killed his dad because the dad was abusing the mom. And then there was this person who is like somebody, what's it, pyromaniac, mga ganon. Medyo na-shock ako na parang, oh my God, ang dami kong kailangan i-explain sa bata. Parang ganon yung, because she was like, what,
Test of
7 or
parenthood pala
8?
ito.
Right? As in, yun talaga yung feeling ko na, ano yung mga pinapanood mo, anak? Bakit ganyan? And then when I
Correct.
first watched the MV, I was like, ano ba to? Bakit ganito yung ano? So, hindi ko maintindihan at that time because I was not a K-popper yet. So, like, during that time, I was more focused on parenting and explaining to her, like, you know, these things, maybe ganito yung background and
Same.
whatever. Right? It was
Same.
so shocking as a mom to have your kid like say pyromania like it's a normal thing. It was shocking to me. And parang that time it wasn't as if everything was so automatically Googleable.
Correct.
When BTS started, you Google Shogun, nothing will come out. Yung ganon.
Just sugar.
So, oo, sugar. Ang hirap. So, that was like my first thing, like my first exposure to I Need You. And then, like, because of this, parang going back to it, I remember it because it had such a huge impact on my daughter. So I was thinking, oh, we have to talk about this MV. Like watching it again, parang ngayon ko na lang na-appreciate yung cinematography. Ngayon ko lang na-appreciate yung storytelling. Because back then, as a mother, ang daming kinailangan. Ang hirap
Ang
naman ng
daming
diniman sa akin ng
in-filter.
BTS. Pwede bang sumayaw na
Correct.
lang ulit? Magpakita na lang ng abs. Ganun na lang. Di ba?
Kailangan
Mas
mo
madali.
explain yung abs.
Mas madali yun. Anak, ganyan yung mga hanapin nating mga lalaki na joke lang. But yeah, but like, kasi sobrang deep nung story and a lot of armies, a lot of them were kids during that time. They got into it because they were hooked with the storytelling. And I guess they had quite a shallow understanding of what really they were getting into. But then now that they're like older and now they're getting understanding it more, I feel like I'm with her in this journey as well na parang okay, stepping back and appreciating everything that they contributed and how they really changed the landscape of K-pop because of this.
On your lens, Maui, what did you think of I Need You?
The way I experience I Need You, because I haven't seen this video prior, unless they were showing it maybe when I would be eating like sangyupsal and then they play it randomly on the TV. Hindi ko siya pinapansin.
Oh,
Talaga.
But yesterday, like sitting down and like focusing on it, katabi ko yung wife ko and we watched it together for the first time. And immediately, like parent lens aside, no? Kasi automatically, kids watch this, holy crap!
Exactly.
He stabbed somebody. What the fuck is that? What the heck is that? And then, but you know, that aside, like, I immediately realized how fish out of water I was. Because this felt like such a rich, this felt like it had such a rich background, like cultural, historical background. That this stuff was going on. Like this was a ongoing story, like an ongoing evolution of a group that was trying its best to shake off its childhood, its innocence, its carefree era.
Ganda.
Because
Yes.
from what little I know about BTS, they used to do cheesy, like Backstreet Boy style music videos prior to this. They didn't really do like darker narratives prior to I Need You. And it got pretty dark. I mean, there was like may mga scenes of bullying and like
Correct.
being lifted up
Yes.
and like thrown to the ground. And then if you take out the violence, you have like the more subtle mga tingin na nila na and they're the only characters. They're the only face characters
Yes.
in this movie. There are no women. There are no like the parents are implied. You don't really see like another
Yeah.
face. It's really just shadows and like
Cut off,
like
yeah.
chin down, mga ganun, cut off. Parang it's all the emotional support, all of the shipping, all of the connection, all of the corruption and the salvation is coming from each other. And I found that really interesting. And yun yung nagiging, and watching all of the 10 music videos that you sent me, like ganun yung running theme nila, they all love, cherish, respect, long for each other. Ganun yung ako, at least from the list that you gave me, because I know that there are a lot more, and there are like love interests in some of them. But here, it's just them. And I found that amazing. Like for such a society that has strict gender roles, if you don't mind me saying. Parang like as early as 2015, they were breaking that already. I Need You wasn't about someone else. I Need You was about themselves and each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yun. So
Oo.
that was just my first video. And I really, so yun. So that's my first impression. I watched it twice, so parang it's my first impression of I Need You. So there. Is that too deep or paano
No!
ba? How did I do?
I think it's super
Okay.
on point. Actually,
Yes,
parang
exactly.
ang ganda nga ng observation na parang it's about them like needing each other.
Yeah.
And tuhog siya hanggang ngayon. I mean, that is the core of the BTS mythology and BTS fandom,
Yeah.
precise. I mean, we're recording this in honor of their comeback then as well. And like people anticipated them coming back with this much fervor dahil dyan. Exactly because they really like what they saw. This like camaraderie, this bond. And people wanna get into that. Alam mo yun? And they've laid that down since 2015. Alam mo yun? Culminating to the comeback that's happening this March.
Yeah. And it's you can see talaga the evolution. It's like
Oo.
childhood to coming of age to loss of innocence and yearning for that innocent time, but you can't because you've grown up. And then
The big time.
grief, big time, and the grief in the middle because of the grief, the big grief music video.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun? Parang it's growing up and they grew up with their fans.
True.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Ganda.
But
Love it.
I'm really fascinated. Like, I honestly thought, wait, baka mamaya ako na lang pala sabihin to. Later na lang.
So yeah, let's bookmark that. You honestly
I'll
thought
bookmark. Okay.
that Maui would be, although na-overload ako with some of the looks. Parang, why are you looking at me like that? Like,
Akala ko
like,
the looks. And also kasi, like, styling-wise, because me, when I watched this, it was already the year 2022 or something like that.
Yeah.
And oh my God, the looks, the itsura, it's so
Yeah.
dated. So it
It
was
is.
honestly really
Vintage.
difficult. Vintage talaga. It was so difficult for me to watch. As in,
Meron pang-
Jeans galore.
meron pang
Correct.
merong uncut, like just yung favorite shot ko is, sino yung pogi? What's his name?
Si V.
Yung sabi
Yung-
mong pogi.
Oo.
Yeah.
He has this look where he would stare at you with this, and then
Kawawa.
ngingiti.
Oo.
Kawawa, tapos ngingiti. Parang,
Correct.
Oo.
don't do that to me. Why?
Not in
Why
front of my wife.
Not in front of my wife.
My gosh.
Mamaya na
Parang
lang.
every music video kailangan may ganun siyang look. So let's...
Correct.
I wanna know what your reaction to V and the next videos are.
correct. Oo.
Pero
Wait, let me
isipin
double
mo,
check.
ang pinapanood natin kay Maui, wala nang mga eyeliner yan.
Correct.
Dapat pala, pinapunta pa natin sa mga too cool for school era para puro eyeliner pa sila.
Before this
Not-
kasi, di ba sabi ko nga na may sinabi ako sa'yo na yung itsura talaga ng BTS dati, para silang gang-gang.
As in game.
Ang tawag namin sa kanila ay higa. Kasi
Correct.
hardcore rap, hip-hop talaga sila back then. Even
Not
Young
the
Stanas.
music videos.
Sanas.
Stanas, oo.
Pero yun yung maganda actually kasi feeling ko they started na with this kind of context. Alam mo yun? Pero kasi ni-refine siya this time. Kasi dark era, Too Cool for School was also about rebellion. Alam mo yun? And
Correct.
yun yung pinili din nilang path to kind of break away from K-pop, what's, kind of mainstream at that time na look, which is like very vibrant. Alam mo yon, sila kasi hindi. Ano kami?
The
The streets kami,
Oo,
di ba?
oo.
Kasi talagang may mga, yung mga mohawk talaga
Correct.
nakaka-stress.
Tapos nakasuot sila ng Chanel.
Oo,
Sorry, hindi pa nila
oo,
afford yung Chanel.
Oo, Chanel.
Channel.
Oo, pero I mean, and there are also rappers. So talagang, if you don't look at them and just listen and like read, I guess, yung mga lyrics nila and stuff, yun talaga siya, yun yung core rebellion. Like, telling the world that we're gonna be great at this, alam mo yun, we're gonna be at the top, ganyan. Tapos parang, yung angst nun, feeling ko nadala naman din nila sa middle era, pero mas refined. Parang may ganun siyang feel for me. Mas distilled in its kind of like chaos. Chaotic pa rin siya eh. Which is, K-pop. Pero may distillation na. Alam mo yun?
And they just found the story that they wanted to tell. And quite beautifully.
Oo.
Yes.
Correct.
Diba? And I think for
And-
this next go.
And hinting like future threads down the line with the looks, with the subtleness, with the, I don't know. It like looking back in retrospect after watching the 10, they were planting so many seeds na early on sa I Need You pa lang. That
Yes.
bears fruit, especially with that. It's not on your list, the retrospective music video with all the elements from the previous videos.
Yet to come. I made him watch Yet to Come.
Yet to come, parang ganun. So it becomes really clear ba, okay, they're there. It's one universe. I see.
Oo, correct.
Yeah.
Oo, tama.
I wonder what we think about Blood, Sweat, and Tears, the next music video that we're going to talk about. This was released the year after I Need You, so 2016, from the album Wings.
Pala yun? Ano
Yeah,
yung
1 year
difference?
lang. And this one is called the Baroque Masterpiece and is
correct.
considered one of the most visually stunning music videos in K-pop.
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
it moved away from urban youth aesthetic,
Correct.
and suddenly you're like in this world of classical art, like philosophy, mga ganon.
Correct.
Talking about sensation of evil, o diba?
Correct.
Ano ba yung journey nyo when you guys saw Blood, Sweat, and Tears back in the day?
I feel like this is one of the iconic in terms of staging. As a stage performance girly. So parang, I always connect the song to the performance, and I love how with this MV, okay, meron na tayong konting glimpse. Kasi sa I Need You, wala talagang performance. Talagang
Wala.
they focused on the
Acting.
storytelling lang.
Correct.
And
Oo.
the choreography of I Need You Girl is so iconic as well. Bakit hindi natin sila nakikitang gumigiling-giling dito? Napaka out of place din naman kung
Correct.
gumigiling-giling sila.
Habang
the
may
middle of all
patayan.
the
Oo.
Correct. Sa gitna ng paglolipop ni Namjoon.
Correct.
So parang dito din sa Blood, Sweat, and Tears. So like going back to the MV after being so exposed to the performance as well, parang it brought me back again to that. Kasi parang that's what I feel like BTS was so good at. Para kang pinapatalino as a viewer. Parang you're just
Yeah.
there
Oh my
for
gosh.
K-pop.
Yes.
Diba? You're just there for the freaking music. You're just there to see them freaking dance. Pero no, I'm so sorry. Let's appreciate art. Ganon. Parang,
Right.
let's make this a very intelligent kind of appreciation. Because it doesn't stop at just appreciating just the music or just the video. But once you go deeper, parang, oh my God, ang galing. Ang talino ko, guys. Tapos no, nag-enjoy pa ako. Yung ganon. It's not the kind of intellectual thing that is so nakaka-discriminate. It's not. It's actually very inclusive in a way. And I love how they were able to make that mainstream because BTS is BTS. So parang dito nag-start sa akin yung parang napakatalinong klaseng enjoyment, which makes you feel like, wow, a professional army is not so out of place after all. Parang ganon.
Correct. Oo.
I love that.
Ang ganda kasi parang ang dami rin kasing mga accounts, I guess, like Instagram and Twitter that help you understand the lore more. So parang, alam mo yun, feel mo talagang talino mo. Kasi ang dami nag-feed sa'yo na information. Ang daming academics kasi na army eh. Alam mo yun?
Thank you so much to all of them.
Diba? Kaya kaya
Correct.
lang himayin yun for you.
Correct.
Correct.
Totoo.
Thank you.
Correct.
You know what my take was on this when I first saw it?
Mm.
Because again, di ko na maalala kung kailan ako nag-start. Was it 2022 or 2023? Maybe 23. Baka 23
No,
lang.
2022, I think.
Okay, 22.
Mm.
So when I watched this, Blood, Sweat, Tears, title pa lang, ooh, I think this is gonna be a nice music video. Thumbnail pa lang, ooh, it looks fancy. Alam mo yun, click. When I watched it, I thought, more of, like, hindi ako as impressed visually. But this is me coming from, I forgot na this was the year 2016 and it was, in a way, dated in terms of styling. Gets. I know how sets are so much better na by the time it was like the 2020s. You know what I mean? And then I also had that feeling na, kasi ang daming art references.
Correct.
So, ang daming mga, ba't ang dami? Hindi naman galit, pero parang me kasi as a consumer, like sometimes I find it so annoying pag masyadong nosebleed na parang, ano ba yan? Parang masyado namang pang matalino to. Like, gusto ko lang naman
Gets.
makakita ng pogi. You know?
Correct.
Parang mga ganon.
Agree.
So parang I consumed it. I saw it. I thought it was beautiful naman in terms of looks, kahit despite being aged. But I wasn't as well, I had nga that feeling of slight annoyance kasi like it really felt like I have to look into it more. Like I have to research ganon. And I'm like,
Gets.
I'm not here to, or at least at that time, I don't want to
Yeah.
research ganon.
Yeah.
But, like, syempre, habang tumatagal and every now and then when I go back to it, and then you get to know more about it. Like, that's only when I realized, like, the beauty of what they were trying to do. Like, a kind of content, a kind of material that you're meant to watch over and over again. Because it's something that won't, like, you won't understand its meaning in just one go. You have to watch it over and over again. It's part of the storytelling process. And honestly, I think it's also an intelligent marketing tool.
Oo, for
Hello.
streaming.
Totoo. Oo.
Tumaas yung streams nila,
Oo,
taas ng views.
correct.
Because,
si Maui nga
it's some...
nag-stream na eh.
Nakailan ka, Maui?
Ito, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, siguro to
Oo.
what? Like to absorb it? Siguro mga 4 times.
See?
Wow.
4.
Diba?
Oh,
4 na yun.
1 billion and 4 na siya.
So, having thought of those, parang, I guess this is genius after all. Alam mo yun? Parang,
Yeah.
dun lang pumasok yung brilliance behind it. And then, of course, I jumped in. I allowed myself to jump in, to check out kung ano nga ba itong mga artworks na to, anong meaning. As in, I remember talaga the first time, ang nagets ko lang si Icarus. Kasi favorite ko yung Icarus story.
Correct.
Eh.
Tsaka si
Alam mo
Banksy.
yun? Yeah. So,
Oh, yeah.
alam mo yun, parang, wala lang. But now, oh my gosh, there's so much more to it. Plus, not to mention, I also got to know more about RM and what he's like in art, in appreciating understanding art.
Oh.
Like, he stuns me, and I'm actually, like, I want to meet him to talk to him about art. But I'm also afraid to talk to him about art because I know that he is so much smart. He is so smart. So feeling ko tanga lang ako. Pag,
Grabe
ayun,
naman.
I'll just fumble when I say, oh yeah, it's cute. What did you think of Blood, Sweat, Tears? Maui.
Ooh. Okay, ang experience ko from, like, my experience is very different from you, of course. Kasi, pumasok ako academic eh. You asked me to sit down and analyze it. Like, get the initial emotional, like, gut reaction out of the way. Kasi, after the first era, in comes the, what?
Wings.
Ano y-
This is from Wings.
Yeah, Wings, and then it starts out so light with them running through the museum. So parang, okay, it's more of the same. And then suddenly you start having these imagery, all these images of like temptation.
Yes.
Parang, then you quickly realize, okay, they're telling a story of like fall of innocence, like, corruption again. So parang progression siya from the previous era into the current era. So from growing up to losing your innocence, and then like developing this sense that the world is not all, roses and birds and the bees. Like when you see the painting, the Rebel Angels, I had to check it out. The Fall of the Rebel Angels, which is basically Lucifer being cast out from heaven, and then you have Fall of Icarus and the Nietzsche quote at the end. It all ties together this idea that the band is going into uncharted territory, into new experiences, and then you have the kiss at the end, the kiss and the fallen angel, and the consecutive images of So who is the member who kisses the angel statue?
Jin.
Jin.
So Jin kisses the angel statue, right? And then when he does that, so there's this prolonged shot of him, the lips contact. Cut to the shot of another member with wings cut off. Diba, from the back.
Yeah.
And then we see V's face, and then we see another member, and then the statue is crumbling with green tears. Diba? And then we cut to another shot of another member removing the blindfold. He has green tears. So there's this implication that all of this happened with them interacting with each other, but not directly.
Correct.
So the kiss happened between those two, and then the statue is this person and that person also.
Yeah.
So parang so it's implied that they're tempting each other, that they're corrupting each other, that they're like learning new experiences, and like having all these stories that we don't know about. And they're expressing it through this video.
Yes.
Doon ako nagulat. Parang, like, they're saying so much. And it's opaque. And we don't know, like, what the... Like, at least ako, kasi hindi ko alam yung backstory nila. Eh. For all I know, you guys know.
May layer na reading sa kanya. Kasi during this time, yung career nila really started to rise. As in talagang this was the time na as in talagang it was climbing. They were like, was this after Desang? Their first Desang? I forget.
That I wouldn't know.
Oo. Basta parang all the major awards they started winning na and stuff. So parang may layer na parang they're being tempted by this newfound fame. And tama rin na parang this new experience of being at the top of the game. Everything is accessible to them. All the luxuries, as Baroque era nga, diba? So it's, alam mo yun, the luxurious parts of life that can be given to you because of the things that they've achieved. So parang, yun nga, parang they were tempted by these things. And like, I feel like it's them trying to... Well, not in this video particularly, but trying to figure out how to navigate that new world.
They're all maturing in front of us, eh? Or in front of the audience. Like, there is they have very little privacy. So this is their only way of expressing that, I guess, expressing that growth in a constructive way. Parang ganun yung lumalabas, eh. Like, I know how little privacy, and I know that they live in the same house, that they're forced to experience everything together. So parang ito na yung pinaka-release nila. Ganun yung impression na ako. So yeah.
Correct. Ganda.
So much that this is actually Blood, Sweat, and Tears is actually Maui's pick. One of the 2 picks.
One of my yeah. I love the production design. Such a big, expansive story then. And, I'd like to disagree with Mon. I mean, it may be dated, but I am more impressed with the production design from this era than in the future, like in the current era.
Correct.
Kasi ang laro ang playful.
Correct.
Sobrang, like, from mind to physical space. Walang filter.
Sobrang favorite ko yung shot that when they were all in the dining table just sitting around, because for me, one of my most favorite is Dionysus. And parang it made me look back na, wala nga palang MV yung Dionysus, no? Parang ganon. Parang it was
Another
all really
song.
just a staging. Because sobrang laki ng impact sa akin nung dinner table and all of them singing about drinking a lot. Ganon. God of drinking naman. Diba? Kasi ganon yung kasi.
Correct.
Parang seeing this, parang, oh my God, same era pala. So that was that. Feeling ko nga, baka nga ito na yung padesang na sila or nakadesang na. Kasi ito yung mga sobrang wow performance eras nila.
Correct.
So thank you for adding this in.
And I mean, sobrang agree din yung visual nito. Parang for me, like when I first saw this, I wasn't into K-pop yet. And I was just like, what the fuck is happening? Ang daming nangyayari. My senses. It's
Maximalism!
on overload. Alam mo yan, talagang, what is going on? Ganon, parang ako like, what the hell? But then I realized later on, parang I feel like this music video actually informed the future music videos din. Kasi parang when I think of a quintessential K-pop music video,
Na maximalist.
like ito yun, like blood, sweat, and
Dito
tears.
nagsimula.
I don't know kung nagsimula, pero
One
parang
of.
like this is like the core na ano. Kasi ngayon parang like ganun talagang quintessential K-pop music video, di ba? Parang assault and the sentence. Ano nangyayari? Parang like may nangyayari dito, ang daming kulay, ganyan. And like ito yun for me. But I think siguro yung difference nito dun sa mga nakikita ko currently ngayon is parang yung meaning, yung mga symbolism talaga dito, hindi siya patapon. Alam mo yon, sobrang handpicked, woven so well, not just in the music video, but the entirety of the BTS lore, not just in their music videos, but also in their songs. Parang I read somewhere nga na parang like si Lumpens, ang tendency talaga nila is, in an interview of them, they, hindi ko alam, in one of their interviews na parang talagang like they really put what is in the song on screen. So talagang hindi lang siya tapon. Alam mo yun, meron siyang intrinsic meaning. So, masaya.
It's very David Lynch, if you're familiar with him.
Oh!
How is it David Lynch? Can you
Just-
expound on that?
David Lynch isn't, parang in his mind at least, David Lynch shows everything that is on the script. It's just that he shows it his way. Like, bigla na lang may lalabas na midget who is presenting like a play. And then it becomes like, there's a woman singing about silence. And then and then we're like 2/3 into the movie pala, and it's about murder pala. Parang ganon. Yung
Ang ganda.
it may dream logic. There's a dream logic that makes sense if you read the lyrics. It makes sense if you know what the band is going through, what the group is going through.
Correct.
But in and of itself, this can't happen in real life. I mean, green tears? What's green tears? Or why is this statue burning? Why is this ball of flame, like 5 feet from his face? And he's happy. Ano yun? Diba?
Totoo
But
yan.
he's
Pyromania
smiling.
kasi
Nakahiga siya na gano'n. Parang sa look.
Correct.
Sa fake love yun, diba? Anyway. Anyway.
We're gonna go to fake love later. Pero, in fairness nga din, like when coming lang from what you said earlier, na these are all symbolisms of what they're going through, and we'll never know what those are. And to have that kind of visual to represent it. Like, dahil intense siya. Parang hindi, alam mo yun, you can just imagine kung ano nga ba talaga pinagdaanan nila. Like,
Correct.
I mean, we're all just assuming.
Yeah.
But, it must be so, but then they're also artists. So, pero, gets, like, how they paint, the way that they decided to paint it that way.
Yeah.
Like, it must be so great that, umabot sa ganun level. Parang ganun.
And it must be so great that they're able to
Correct.
they're able to visualize it that way.
Correct.
That's
That
true.
they have the budget and the means and the
Correct.
creativity.
Totoo.
And did it all practical. I forgot to mention. That's like, I think one of the best things that I admire about Lumpens is that all his sets are practical. They're all set builds. Later na lang yung mga added CGI extensions even, but most of the time they're still construction. Nakakatuwa din. Like, though I said na it's dated, it also took me back from, I guess, back in the day because everything was constructed. Like, kasi in K-pop music videos now, it's all CGI. So, nakakamiss
Yeah.
din yung ganon.
Yeah.
Na
Lahat
actual
ng
set
music videos,
builds.
even
Correct.
Western, like big
Even
Western ones.
diba? Parang
Yeah.
nakakatuwa na balikan siya. Sarangbae Armies. If you guys have thoughts on these two songs that we talked about so far, hit us up in the comments. We are also listening. And don't forget to subscribe to this episode if you're liking it so far. And I hope you do because we have 3 more songs to talk about. And ang susunod na ay ang bigatin, the Queen.
The
The
Queen.
very,
Aw.
very important Spring Day.
Yeah.
Like this list of music videos to talk about in any list, whether the best of BTS or the best of the world or best whatever. Like you can't skip Spring Day. Like
No.
there's no question. It's
You
so
start with Spring Day even.
yeah. I wanted to start with Spring Day, but yun nga, I decided to go for like like seeing their trajectory and how they, evolved over the years. But this is such an important music video because it is healing, I guess. If I Need You was tragedy, Blood, Sweat, and Tears was like about temptation. Ito, parang yung healing factor, there's something about it that makes it so important. Parang as a human being, parang you need something to help you understand
Yeah.
life. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
And I think this was it for most of us, for most armies, if not all. Not just the music video, but the song. But I think the music video kind of really seals the deal. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Like, puts the nail on the
Yeah.
coffin that this is the song, that song for us. This, like I said, this song, it never left Korean charts. Until now, it's still trending. Kahit na nawala sila for a time. And it's really just a masterclass in nostalgia, cinematography, and the art of waiting, as it was described.
Aw.
So, Maui, I want you to start with your thoughts on
Oh
Spring
God.
Day.
Okay. I come at this from multiple angles because it just so happens that the references, like the literary and the cinematic references, hit close to home. Because one, okay, the more obvious one, Snowpiercer, one of my favorite movies from
Yeah.
Bong Joon-ho,
Bong Joon-ho.
and and it gives this idea that because even in the movie, like the whole idea of like escaping from the cold and escaping from something. Chris Evans' character is obviously escaping from like a troubled past, and it's so troubling when you find out when you finally find out what it is. Diba? Do you even still relate to the character? Parang ganun, there are echoes of that in the music video. And then when you find out what everybody is saying about what the music video is about, because the band will never say it, BTS will never say it because they
Yeah.
don't want to exploit.
Yes.
They don't. We wouldn't want to exploit the tragedy, of course, but it's about the I want to say this correctly, the Sewol Ferry tragedy, which happened in 2015, 2014, April 16, 2014.
2014, yes.
So it's like it gives this idea of it gives a sense of like survivor's guilt that the BTS feels the guilt of being here and being in comfort, like being in the comfort of like the cabin in the train and not suffering, like being suffering free, being pain free, while the people who left the clothes, that pile of clothes
The
in the middle of
mountain.
the when you show that, oh my God, kanino yun, and then
Yeah.
it's for all of those people who got left behind.
Yes.
Ganun yung meaning nun. And then when it hits you, then you get the entire song. And then the second reference, which is very close to my heart, because I am a sci-fi fan. And diba when one of the boys walks through the door, and then there's like this neon sign that says Omelas.
Omelas. Yeah.
Yeah, Omelas. It is from a short story by Ursula K. Le Guin, one of my favorite writers, sci-fi and fantasy writers. Yeah, from a short film called The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas. It is the story of a society, like a utopia, that is endless pleasure at the expense of an innocent child suffering constantly. Parang ganon. And so the main characters, like the coming of age society in it, is finding out what the cost of that utopia is.
Yeah.
And then so you have the choice to whether enjoy that utopia at the cost of that child suffering forever. And parang eternity, I forget, parang immortal pa nga yung child din. Or do you walk away? Kasi yun lang yung option mo, is to walk away from that suffering and finding your own path, unsupported by that false paradise. So parang looking at the music video, it's the same thing. Like, do we turn our back? Do we turn our back and continue the suffering and forget about those who have passed and those who have suffered, or do we acknowledge it? Parang yung irony nga is that the irony is walking away is acknowledging the suffering
Yeah.
in the music video.
Yeah.
Though exiting the train and then there's the tree. Parang the tree symbolizes acceptance, like the wide open field, and then lumabas na sila hand in hand yet again. Parang ang galing. Like it's such an expansive, complete story if you just sit down and like notice the little details. Yun lang. Ang dami mga you'll miss out on so many details if you're not familiar with some of the references.
Yes.
But like the basic idea is there. Like isolation is painful, and
Waiting.
togetherness and acceptance is the way to go. But yeah, that's me. I don't know.
True. And also
yun.
with like the omelas, it was important to point out na para siyang, here it was portrayed as parang motel. And when you think of like a motel, it's like short-lived joy.
True.
Parang may ganung angling din siya. And they're always just running there. Na parang, doon lang sila nag-birthday si Namjoon. Pero para at the end of the day, parang hindi doon nila nahanap yung happiness nila in that supposed utopia. It was outside of it. And dito din nag-start yung parang, yes, let's go container vans. Let's go pop-up katipunan. Ganon. No, but that's a very important imagery because they also cover it. It also goes to their mga concerts. And I remember nakakaiyak pandemic concerts. Diba they start and end with that iconic train scene.
Yeah.
And it brings you back to
True.
spring day. And during the pandemic, you're just waiting for spring because you're just stuck at home. Kaya sobrang laki talaga nung impact nitong MV na to and how BTS beautifully connects it to everything that they were doing, especially pandemic because we were pandemic army, so that's what we were able to relate to. Oh yeah.
Ganda. I love it.
Ikaw, Chency.
Para sobrang ganda ng sinabi ni Maui. As in, parang refreshing, and I guess in a way, refresher din. Kasi parang it's been a while na rin since I've seen it. And like, to see it that way is, it just makes me happy that I am in this fandom. Alam mo yun? Kaya nga having like, you know, someone else outside of this world give their input then.
Understand it that way.
Another layer into, you know, how you understand all of this. Alam mo yun? For me, parang Spring Day is my favorite. And ito yung music video na parang pinakatuhog dun sa song for me. Parang like
Yeah, I was
parang
gonna say,
it I don't know, like I'm not like well versed in, you know, production and all that, pero talagang they were able to visualize what the song is and in so many more layers. And siguro parang like magaling din siguro yung BTS kasi parang ang galing din ng mga longing stairs. Si Violet, alam mo yun, siya yung leader sa mga longing stairs eh. Alam mo yun, kahit na nandun siya sa may train, di ba, longing stair pa din, parang, ay, di ba? And then
He opened the music video.
Ganda nun.
There's just one shot. May isa shot pala. I just forget who the players are. I haven't memorized their names yet. Pero mayroong moment kasi that they look through the door and then they go out. Prior to that, there's a group shot. Nagdadalya. Tapos merong kalabit sa leg. May kalabit sa leg. Sobrang tagal. Parang
Iba ata ang pumasok sa'yo, Ma. Ibang feeling. Kinilig ka ata.
Bakit nga matagal?
seconds eh. Mga 5 seconds. Yeah, sa train.
Sa
Like,
train.
if you do a watch, keep that in mind. Parang bakit ang tagal ng topic na yun? Parang sa leg pa. Sa lower leg.
At least lower leg, hindi thigh.
Pero, yeah. Like the soft part of the leg.
The soft part of the leg.
Soft part of the leg.
Kailangan soft part of
Or I
the
could be
leg because
imagining
it's a
things.
soft
I don't know.
music video. Hindi, I agree with you. Medyo
Hindi
may
yung-
softness.
There was a reason why that shot was kept.
Yes.
And
Meron
bakit
siyang
sila
meaning.
nag-zoom in?
Correct.
For Maui to spot it
Correct.
and overanalyze it.
Correct.
Ngayon na nakita mo na siya, lahat sa Lumpens, parang, oh my God, he finally saw it. It was for him.
Yun yung ipipin
We
natin.
waited years.
Hindi naman kayo
Lalagyan
gumagawa ng
natin
mga
yung sa
shorts, no?
highlight.
Gumagawa kami shorts.
Gumagawa kami ng shorts.
Oo.
Oh, no!
Gagawin namin tong shorts.
Oo, para sa'yo.
no.
Tag natin
Manda
lahat
ka.
sila. Oo.
Let's
Oh,
go,
and-
Jim and
and-
Cook.
And to add lang siguro for me, parang like, nakakatuwa lang na parang, it's such a bright music video. Alam mo yun, everything is so
Yeah.
vibrant, but the underlying theme is just so sad. Alam mo yun, parang like, ang
Yes.
hirap. Ang ganda-ganda ng nakikita mo, pero ang
Correct.
sakit. Alam mo yun. But then I guess at the
Yeah.
end of the day naman kasi it's, it comes out very hopeful. Na
Yes.
parang there will be acceptance nga, the tree with the shoe. Anong ibig sabihin ng
Yeah.
shoe na yun? Parang I read somewhere na may meaning siya eh. Yung shoe na
Yeah,
nakabitan.
it's
siya.
ano,
It's iba-iba,
Oo.
on different cultures, but I guess
Yun
the
nga
concept
eh.
of this one, because those that are left behind,
Behind.
are there some
correct.
memorials na parang may, ano yun, sa Nazi memorial yun, di ba? Yung parang mga shoe na
Yes,
naka-line up sa may
sobrang
river.
yun
Yeah.
yung connect ko din dun, yung, oo. Pero parang intense nung Nazi connection.
Correct. Pero more of memorial.
more
Remember
of
memorial.
those who
Correct.
passed.
Have
Oo.
passed, yeah.
Yeah. It's, essentially, it's just beautifully painful. Parang may ganun siyang feel for
And
me.
actually, coming from this, so when I did this, it was a homework na. I have to watch music videos kasi may isa tayong episode na I have to know BTS stuff nung hindi pa ako maalam sa BTS. And then when I watched this, before even understanding what it all means, what the commentary was, etc., na-feel ko lang siya even though I don't know. Like it hit you in. And I
Yeah.
think the colors were the most crucial to it. Like how it's so soft and yung pagka-blue niya and then pag may kulay, it hits you. Tapos parang may pagka, what do you call this? Basic color siya. It's a play on blues and yellows and reds lang. Primary.
But it's muted.
Mute.
But
it's warm,
muted.
Oo.
but
Yes.
it's muted.
But it's muted. So it's like my senses are triggered. So gets my brain's working. But I guess because of its muteness, parang nafe-feel ko talaga yung sadness. That
Melancholy.
something happened. Parang ganon.
Oo.
Like I had to do multiple views of this just to kind of understand what happened ba talaga. But every single view, like padagdag lang siya ng pagdagdag sa pag-understand ko ng grief, I guess. Oo. Ng grief that
And
this music video was talking about.
yeah. At yun yung magaling sa sa BTS. They force you can't just watch it once.
Yeah.
You have to absorb and reabsorb and analyze and internalize like before you understand the full story. And yeah, like I had to research why, like what the disaster was, like what the tragedy was, like I mean beyond the researching just their names, which is what I always do. It's also the Nietzsche quote dun sa Blood, Sweat and Tears, or the short story Omelas or Snowpiercer. Alam mo yan, parang it always warrants further reading for you to appreciate it, and you want to. That's the important part.
Exactly.
You are pushed
Truly.
to study.
They make you want to.
Yeah.
Correct.
So tama nga yung sinabi ni Pia, pampatalino.
Matalino siya.
Oo. May PhD na kami.
Correct.
Ano kaya ang nagpapatalino sa atin sa fake love? The fourth video that we're gonna
Fake
talk
love.
about. Fake love. Again, from Love Yourself Here. If Blood, Sweat, and Tears was about beauty of temptation, fake love is actually about the ugly aftermath of realization.
Oh.
Ang sabi nila, this is the most technically ambitious in K-pop history.
Oh.
And it moves away from the classical museum look. And suddenly you're in this grunge surrealist nightmare where the members literally face their own fears. It's also my favorite, I think, after Spring Day. What did you guys think of it?
For fake love, again, as somebody who super loves performances, sobrang striking sa akin. Again, mas malakas sa utak ko, kailangan nating maalala na fake love natin unang nakita ang abs ni JK. Thank you, fake love, for existing.
That.
This is the first.
I think
sa
that's
lahat
why
ng
this is
mga
my
music
favorite.
show,
Bago.
sa lahat ng music show, merong close-up si,
Correct.
si PD Nim. Pag tinaas na ni JK yung
Oo.
sa abs niya. So, very important. Pero dahil nga sobrang lakas sa akin ng, again, performance, nung pinanood ko ulit yung MV na parang, oh my God, they're performing against this parang sculpture of like hands na
Yeah.
nakaganon sa
Yeah.
likod. As in, sobrang parang, wow. As in, dun ako sobrang na-overwhelmed dito sa MV na to as a performance girly. Because those are also very key points in the choreography. And going back, key points as well to like, their whole journey. Kasi it's also a callback to Pita Numul, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Like yung mga, blindfold,
Hearing.
yung mga ganyan.
Correct.
So, sobra akong parang ang lakas ng impact sa akin nung performance nila dito. Hindi ko napapanood masyado yung members kasi parang tinitigan ko talaga yung sculpture sa likod. Mon, explain. Ano yon?
Kamay.
Plastic? Gawa ba yun sa plastic? Gawa ba yun sa styro? Gawa ba yun sa inukit ba nila yon galing sa
Trompe-l'oeil.
Sa wood?
Styro naman. Mukhang styro naman siya.
Sobra 3D
Or
siya,
paper
tas
mache.
ang galing, ang ganda ng pagkakagawa, and them dancing in front of that made such an impact to me, and like, sobrang yun yung favorite part ko of this MV. Aside from Hobie being the first person having an entry to Mingyu's Snickers, Snickers social media. Pero hindi counted yung kay Hobie kasi walang standee. Humiga lang siya sa Snickers, pero walang standee ni Mingyu. Pero yun yung mga sobrang, as in, yun yung mga sobrang nag-stand out sa akin with this MV.
Just talking about the hands. Like, it says a lot. Like, because nga there's like a focal point. I think that's what stunned me about this video nga. Na you keep on looking at it. So, while you see the different scenes nga, different scenes throughout the video, parang babalik at babalik ka sa mga kamay na yun. Which is like, para siyang, it's like push and pull. It's like a battle within. It's like a,
See no evil, hear no
yeah,
evil.
yun. See
See-
no evil, hear no
Speak.
evil, speak no
Speak no
evil.
evil.
No evil.
Parang napaka-ano niya eh. Parang when you think of that, like, it's so basic human na parang, alam mo yon, parang pag hindi mo na alam kung anong gagawin mo. Yes, it's either nakaganon ka, or nakaganon. Parang, so having those as focal point, it's like, you get that sense of, ano na ba talagang nangyayari? Parang ganon.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I'm really feeling. Parang may ganon. Kaya ako sobrang drawn to that visual.
Fake love for me, parang it feels like a continuation talaga of the music videos that they did before. Sobrang daming
Yeah.
elements na makikita. Even parang sa akin, ito yung mas parang new era I need you nila. Alam mo yun? Parang kumbaga, kung sabihin natin na I need you is actually the real world. Like fake love is the fantastical, like inner world.
The
Alam mo yun?
surrealist.
Kasi
Oo.
parang like
Yeah.
the characters were also going through the same kind of like pains eh. Alam mo yun, si Hobie, di ba sa I Need You, si J-Hope yung na parang nag-overdose. Parang yung nasa bridge tapos he fell. Parang yung story niya is yun. And then, dito naman nag-overdose siya sa sneakers. Pero alam mo yun, parang, pero parang in a way, kasi diba dun sa before, parang may ganun din siyang, sa I Need You, meron din siyang, or was it Run? Meron din siyang ganung shot eh, na parang he was surrounded by, like, medication. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Parang may ganun. So, parang, yun yung gusto ko dito. And I think, like, Blood, Sweat, Tears kind of ushered us into the signature BTS maximalist, like symbolism loaded music
Yeah.
video. But Fake Love kind of like cemented that.
Yep.
And then after that,
Agreed.
parang ito na yung natatanggap natin from them. And they've perfected it. Alam mo yun? Wala eh. Parang feeling ko, ang saya na ng mga creative conversations nila. Kasi they kind of
nga
already
eh.
know where each...
They're headed.
They're headed.
Oo.
Alam mo yun, I guess siguro they've been working with each other for a long time. But in terms of the creative direction, gets na nila kung saan tayo pupunta. So, ayun. Yun ang Fake Love
Correct.
for me. And the abs.
And the abs. JK's abs. Thank you sa close-up.
JK's
direct.
abs, oo. Paulit-ulit po natin. ipakita.
Most
Salamat.
viewed.
Correct. Ilang taon siya nito? 21?
Pwede na.
Pwede na, legal.
Ikaw, anong masasabi mo sa abs ni Jungkook? Maui.
21 pa lang pala siya. Parang divided by 2 plus 7, sobrang hindi. Hindi na.
Noon. Pero ngayon matanda na
Noon.
siya, so pwede na rin.
Oo.
Does that work that way?
25 and above. Yes.
Oo, yes.
Yeah, yes,
yes,
In this
yes.
world,
Say so.
yes.
Okay.
But
Makakancel
Maui,
tayo like ng maliit na segment ng world population. My take on fake love. Ito na naman to eh. Parang the music video is only like what, 5 minutes long. Pero yung the space it occupies in your head is so much bigger. Dito ako nahirapan actually. Dito ako nahirapan mag-absorb kasi the title at first glance, is this about romance? Kasi when you look at the video and you look at the lyrics, it's not. It's really not. And then you kind of already get familiarize yourself with RM's story or with J-Hope's story with his mom. With the Snickers.
Correct.
And that's a really fucked up backstory, by the
Ayaw nga
way.
pala, yung pala yung backstory niya, kaya pala siya.
Yung iniwan siya ng mom niya doon sa
Oo,
carnival.
correct.
Yun, iba yun.
o diba, nag-research.
Alam mo,
Or si-
explore that deep. Truly.
I mean, it's just a Google away. So, but homework, I'm a nerd. So,
Yes.
or Suga with the fire.
Correct.
Great shot, by the way. That was
Oo.
amazing. The way, I'm still,
With
parang
the
frame by
ganon?
frame. Yung
Oo.
anyway.
Nilalamon siya ng fire. Half of the room is fire.
Oo.
Yeah, or Jimin with the room that floods. That amazing shot.
Yes.
And it's all
Practical
and
yan,
practical
They
nga
used the full
lahat.
talaga.
Yeah, and all of this goes back to the theme of how BTS loves to show duality. Loves to show innocence lost, loves to show coming of age, loves to show corruption and temptation with each other or alone. This time nga they muted that. Parang that wasn't that important anymore. The whole tempting each other. It was more about personal demons and parang changing yourself, fabricating yourself to be someone that you're not to love someone else. Parang ganon. Yun yung nakukuha ko. That's what fake love means eh. That you don't really love the person, not truly, so you end up being something else, adjusting or like distorting yourself
Correct. Oo.
to be acceptable to someone, and that is why 3/4 into the film and into the music video, suddenly the room floods, the fire burns, parang ang daming
Floor.
nasisira.
Oo.
The floor, the
Destruction.
self-destructs. Para just to show that you shouldn't change yourself. You shouldn't lie to yourself to be able to love. Yun yung nakuha ko sa kanya. And that one shot with the piano, the song breaks, darkness, and then yung umaangat yung that light. There's that one shot with the chandelier rises, and then there's the piano. Oh my God, that was the best shot in the entire thing. Not the fire, which is great. Not the water. It was just that moment of quiet and clarity that suddenly comes, and then the rest of this video happens. Parang, such a good video. Such a physical, tangible, tasteable, smellable video.
Ooh.
Right?
Yun.
Ganda nun.
Yun.
It's a kind of music video that I'd love to work on.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And actually, I was thinking nga din, as in, nung binigay ko yung list, like, nanguhula na ako na feeling ko pipiliin to ni Maui, ganun.
Ikaw.
And Fake Love was my number one. Because editing-wise, it's pretty impressive. Like, I feel like it's something that would catch your eye too.
No, speaking about editing, you guys are used to how K-pop videos are edited. It's very frenetic, very fast.
Yeah.
Ang napapansin ko lang, like the frequency of edits and the way they tell stories are very different from like what we're used to. Because we like telling narratives in a straightforward fashion.
Yeah.
Like linear, start to finish.
Exactly.
For Korean music videos, that's not that important.
Yeah.
Even with
Yeah.
On, the non-kinetic On,
Correct.
not my favorite, to be honest. Because the story, but like aside from that, yung storytelling niya is not linear. There's like, okay, nga pala, may nangyari palang ganito, and then you go back to the present. Di ba may ganong element? Same with this. The flashback happens and it's gone. The flash forward happens and it's gone. We see the end of the story and then we're back at the present. That's how K-pop tells stories. It's more emotional, dynamism rather than chronological storytelling. I may be talking out of my ass and inventing terms, but that's how I feel. So yun. So yeah.
So if that didn't, like, what worked for On in terms of the editing? Not On. What worked for
Fake
Fake
Love.
Love with that kind of like editing style that
Parang
On
what's-
didn't have?
Ang sa it's not that On didn't have it naman. Like what I prefer,
Or they
what
did
I
it wrong? Oo.
they didn't do it wrong.
Oo.
I really prefer how keyed in Lumpens is during this era. Like they were able to tell the story so cohesively. Like despite not having like a linear progression, like jumping between ilan ba sila? Are they 7? Like
Seven.
Seven.
Oo.
7 sets at a time, 7 stories, 7 subplots na sabay-sabay and able to like
correct.
mix between those.
Yeah.
And you know, parang they mastered it eh. So it doesn't matter that it's fast. Like the imagery is vivid and stark and understandable enough on a fundamental gut level na kahit na hindi mo maintindihan agad-agad at first viewing, it gets to you somehow.
Yeah.
Ganon.
Yeah.
So yun,
Oo.
so ganon yung magic ng second year. What is the second year called? Yeah.
Ito yung Love Yourself.
The Love Yourself. The Wings and Love
Yeah,
Yourself.
Wings,
era.
Love Yourself.
era.
So yun.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about this era. Love. Anyway.
Love
yourself.
Love.
Yourself.
Love.
Real
How we
love,
can
epic
go
love.
na, since we've been mentioning On, actually, I think we can move on to like the last of the music videos on our list, which is On the Kinetic Manifesto Come Prima version. So this was released in 2020 and
Grabe.
under the album Map of the Soul 7.
Mm-mm.
So, yun nga, like what Maui mentioned, there was an official music video, but this one's different. This Kinetic Manifesto version, this was filmed at the Veda Dam in
Super
Los
Vida Dam.
Angeles. Supovido.
Yeah.
Vida.
Super Vida.
Vido.
Super
Vida,
Vido.
right? Oh.
Yeah.
Super
same-
Vida Dam in LA.
the same dam where they shot Audio Slave's Cochise music video. 20 years, 15 years
There
prior.
you go.
Wow.
That's
So,
the
I
music
just did-
video, guys.
I just did like a feature on that. So like it's possible Vida. Hey, yeah, it's apparently it's a favorite. This era felt like after watching the first 2 eras and then coming to this. Nagulat ako na biglang nawala lahat. Nawala lahat ng CGI. Nawala lahat ng, hindi nga CGI, nawala lahat ng sets. And yeah, and I made the mistake of watching on the narrative on, which felt like a strange. The original version was a strange watch after coming from Fake Love and you know Black Swan, which I actually didn't mind. I actually like Black Swan. So yun nga, parang bigla na lang there's this stark setting which just daytime at the dam with long sweeping slow camera movements and like formation dancing.
Yeah.
Really amazing formation dancing. And like I had to absorb why they did this. Like suddenly there's no story, suddenly there's no narrative. It's just performance, pure performance. And is this when they started going abroad? Is this when they
Yes.
started
Not
Western
really when they
Ah,
started, pero medyo peak na to.
Peak. Yeah.
peak na?
Oo.
Okay. Like it's not like personally kasi I just got into this eh. So I was
Yeah.
really enjoying the hyper surrealism,
Yeah.
the cinematic of Blood, Sweat and Tears, Spring Day and Fake Love. But I get it. I get why they suddenly hunkered down and said, "Okay, we need to show skill. We need to show like the cinema and performance and you know dancing with all these." And it's very impressive. It's a very impressive set piece, you know. Pero yun nga, like I don't know, like I have yet to shift away from the previous era to fully enjoy the Kinetic Manifesto.
The
So there.
narrative era.
Yeah.
I thought medyo same after watching it again after so long. I haven't seen it in a while.
Mm.
Like, as in, naisip ko talaga, drone lang pala to. Parang suddenly, suddenly, I mean, I'm sure it's also a very panicky day because they had to shoot it using natural light. So, ang
Exactly.
kalaban nila,
Yeah.
yung nature, that is stressful. We've
Yeah.
done shoots like that. That is one of the most stressful things to do.
Yeah.
Tapos, ang massive pa ng cast mo. You have a marching band, you have dancers, and init, alam mo yon, mainit
Wala
yun.
silang ilaw. Wala silang ilaw.
ilaw. And not just that, just the heat in general. Because that's freaking
Yeah.
concrete. So the heat
My
bouncing from
God.
that concrete.
True.
Tapos,
Yeah.
syempre, dahil nga, ang wide na mga shots nila, ang layo niyan siguro ng mga holding area, ng mga tents nila. So,
Yep.
that is a very, very painful shooting day, I can imagine.
Yep.
And it's exciting in that aspect. Pero as a product, okay. Okay, galaw-galaw camera, ganun-ganon. Parang suddenly, nakita ko na, ito, ganun yung technical, okay, fine. Technically, it's still pretty impressive because to be able to choreograph it that pulido, alam mo yon, and even just to choreograph everything, the timing and all that, that's like one big ass task to do and something that they were able to do well. They did it, diba? But at the end of the day, it's basically a drone shot, parang ganon. I don't know my feelings about it. I will still remember like the first time I watched it because mas na-wow talaga ako sa performance. And if their intention was to really showcase the performance, like the Kinetic Manifesto, like they did it. Like kumbaga, ito yung treatment paper nila, pinasa sa producer, approve, I think pasado naman. You know, they get their pay properly. Approve yan ng mga kliyente.
Yung Western audiences,
Western
I
audiences,
think,
I think are-
like if this was
but
like a
this is like a
marketing
marketing,
study, like a
but-
focus group
like,
discussion,
but-
let's say, I don't think Fake Love would work on first-time Western audiences.
Correct.
Maybe we need
That's
to
true, that's true.
cut the fat and
Something
make
that's
it
more
very
palatable. Oo.
I mean,
Easy
that's
on
why
the,
easy on
impressive
the,
on the eyes.
yeah. I mean, that's why
Yeah.
Dynamite is so bubblegum pop. You know, it's so
Correct.
Yeah.
yeah. So kaya ganun yung on. And the other
Okay.
music video was so strange. What's that?
Which
So
one?
strange.
Lion King. The
Yeah.
Lion King.
Yung paakyat
So
sila nung ano.
weird. Parang first time sila kasi nagkaroon ng digress ng konti with yung original or the official music video. Parang for me, first time sila nagkaroon ng parang like hindi
Kasi
hindi,
they're calling it a Kinetic Manifesto.
no,
Hindi
I
lang
mean
siya
like
kinetic
yung,
movie. It's a
Oo nga,
manifesto.
manifesto. No, but I mean like yung official music video nila for
and the
this.
story.
Parang first time nilang nagkaroon ng like weird world. Na, alam mo yun, parang medyo Lord of the Rings ba to? Alam mo yun, parang they never had that. Parang like, yun nga, past videos were all just surreal. Alam mo yun, parang you never really can place where they are. And then suddenly, they have a music video that like, it seems like straight out of, you know, Narnia. Alam mo yun, may ganon na it doesn't kind of tie into the world that they have already created before.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, na parang, alam mo yun, may scene pa nga na parang may fortress. Na parang, bakit may fortress bigla? Ano to? Parang may dudumugin silang beast. Alam mo yun, may ganun vibe. Parang, ayun, kaya I agree with Maui on that. Na parang ako, like, I really found the original, official one weird, which is why I'm happy na I found the Kinetic Manifesto first, because at that time, like, I, you know, just started being an army, and as Maui said nga, it's really about showcasing skill. Alam mo yun. So when I watch that,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, they're such great dancers. Alam mo yun, sobrang powerful nilang panoorin, ganyan. So,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Alam mo yun, I didn't really, like, expect much from it, aside from it being, like, a fantastically produced
Mounting
performance
of
video.
a
Alam mo
performance.
yun.
Yeah.
Speaking of powerful performance, there's this other music video that's not in the list, or it's in the list, but we haven't talked about it. They were dancing barefoot.
Black Swan.
Black Swan.
Black Swan, yun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black
Yun
Swan.
sa theater.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oo, yes.
Because
Ganda
that's
din
the
nun.
best dance for me.
Oy, yeah.
Lalo na
Pero-
yung,
I thought-
yung
Yeah.
capoeira-esque
Because
na,
of Jimin. Si
It's your
Yeah, okay.
original bias.
Because ako, I disagree with all of you guys on Kinetic Manifesto is an absolute masterpiece. It's my favorite of all the BTS music videos. And even later on, if we're talking about other MVs, I'll be talking about performance videos as well. Because during this time, when it came out in 2020, hindi pa uso yung mega cruise sa K-pop. It was more of like an idea that they only know that the Westerns do. And it's like the first one. And parang shocking nga sa akin to go back to this MV eh. Kasi parang dati na-overwhelmed na tayo na wow, ang daming dancers. Pero ngayon yung mega crew, 200 na sila sa K-pop.
Ah.
Correct,
Diba? If
oo
you
nga.
look at Sonogong, 200 na yon. Meron, alam mo yon. Pero sila yung isa sa mga naunang nag-mega crew. And then, they also to this very day talk about on the MV version of the dance as a dance that they cannot ever do again. Lalo na ngayon, tumanda na sila. Kasi
Nasa
yung
tuhod.
choreo talaga nung dance na yon, even
Oo.
when the end of the year, when they did the mga performances for the different award shows, they modified it already. Because the dance that they did for the MV is too hard
Yeah.
for them to replicate. And BTS always replicates anything you see on the MV. Yun din yung ipaperform nila. Kaya sa akin, sobrang ganda. And also, yun nga, they were just relying on natural freaking light. And wala silang ibang ipapakita sa'yo, kundi yung sayaw nila. Yun lang.
Yeah.
When you talk about the artistry of K-pop as dancers, ito yun. Ito yung peak sa akin. Even if I could
Okay.
talk about all the other groups that I super love, performance, ito talaga yung peak para sa akin. I feel like everything was beautifully done, to the dance break, to the shots na mga solo-solo, to the different units, tatlo-tatlo, dala-dalawa, isa-isa. Ang ganda ng lahat. Everything was choreographed down to the very last detail, and I feel like it was so perfectly executed, and this is what the world knows BTS for. The world outside of armies who are into the
Yeah.
lore. And I love that this is how they presented it. Sorry. I love this
Question.
MV so much.
Hash.
Question, Pia. Two
Yeah.
things lang. One, were you a cheer dancer in college? Or did you do dance
High school.
high school? Hindi, I mean, it helps to understand the physicality of dance kasi. So that's one. So parang, like, it helps that you, alam mo yung sakit, alam mo yung pain behind the dance
And
and
that's
the
the
heat.
song. Bring it
and-
on. Bring the pain on.
At semento pa yung floor nila. And, you know,
Correct.
sakit nun. And
Yeah.
second, do you think, well, dual statement, do you think that it would have been better if we watched it when it came out? 2020, pandemic pa nun.
Oh.
And sana I watched it when it was during that environment. I watched it when nakakulong tayong lahat. Alam mo yun, yung wala tayong freedom of movement. We were stuck at home. And then this comes out.
I'm not exactly sure about the second part. I think, lang din, matter of taste, kasi kanina ko rin naman pinapoint out pa that I'm such a performance girly. I appreciate the storytelling, but out of all of them, mas gusto ko nakikita silang sumasayaw more than the storytelling. So I guess like this one is just like, wow, just them dancing. Ang galing ng lahat. Parang ganon. So I guess it's a matter of taste na that's what draws me into K-pop as well, the performances.
And the song, like you can't go wrong with the song. Anything
Yeah.
with heavy percussions that makes you kind of want to
Yeah.
pump it up. Alam mo yun?
True.
Like you can't go wrong with that, really.
Yeah.
So to
Truly.
be fair, buti na lang din. I guess it's also a good thing that we made it simple, quote unquote, kind of performance video. If that's what they're trying, I mean, given the thesis nga that they're trying to bring that out, like bring that skill out to show the world. Because imagine if layered pa siya with some sort of story or kahit like, I don't know, some set piece na hindi dam. Parang excessive, magiging excessive na siya. In a way, there is also a study, like it's so huge, but there's still a pullback. Like they still they knew when to put the
Oo,
stop.
there
Because
was a
by this
restraint.
time,
Yeah.
there was a restraint. By this time, they were earning so much. They had, the limelight was on them.
Correct.
They could have done like some massive set if they wanted to, if they thought of it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
True.
But no, they just decided to just perform in the init.
Correct.
So with that, that's still a very, very impressive directorial decision.
Yeah.
And well, not just the director, also the group. I'm pretty sure the group has so much to say had
Yeah.
so much to say on the decisions of this music video, right?
Yeah.
And nakaka-engage. And ang galing din kasi timing, kasi parang dynamic. Alam mo yon, timing, tapos 2020 to release. Alam mo yon, parang it's something we needed also. We
Yeah.
needed that kind of adrenaline given the situation at that time. Diba? Ayun, on Kinetic Manifesto. Clap, clap, everyone.
Yay! Walang
What?
dynamite?
It's so good. Shut up. We saw
Pakinggan
two
nyo,
nipples.
si
The
Tia.
right nipple of JK and the right nipple of Jimin.
Okay, favorite ko na rin to.
Si Maui
Clap.
nalulula.
Depende sa body parts.
This is
lumalabas.
1TOSARANG. We do a nipple count.
Nipple count.
Nandun pa lang ako sa stair ni Jimin. Wait, bigyan nyo ako ng time. Na move
Babalikan
on,
natin si Ma, oo.
downward gaze na from eyes to nipple.
So 5 music videos pa lang to from BTS. And we
Yes.
have the comeback is upon us. So we have a new one coming. And I want to, ikaw, Maui, papanoorin mo ba yung paparating na bagong music video, bagong album? I wonder if this is something that triggered you to explore more. I hope it does.
Yeah, but even
Diba?
before that, you mentioned earlier, yes, like, okay, just to give you a more nuanced answer. When you mentioned that
There's a-
RM was a math nerd and that his
Right.
music video, his solo career is
Math
yes,
nerd.
it's amazing on its own right. Right. I watched that music
Oh.
video that you told me about. And
Lost.
holy
I
crap!
showed him
holy crap,
Lost.
Love Lost.
Lost is amazing as well. You
Yeah.
know. So and I have siya pa lang yung nakikita akong solo work. So I haven't seen their other stuff. I want to know
Wichita.
like did what's his face? The director from Lumpen. What's his name?
Lumpens. Choi Yunsuk.
Joy, I want to see how they influence each other now. Like I want to see the solos. I want to see the solo work. And I definitely want to see how they come back. Kasi like the whole world is watching. They were gone for so
Correct.
long. They are now completely different people probably because of their experiences. And I mean I'm of a certain age already when I'm very aware that my body is changing yet again. And I'm getting slower and things are getting faster. Alam mo yun, I want to see how that change of perspective has changed the way they express their art. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see. I want to see them. I want to see the change. I want them to see, wait. Let me try to express this properly. I want to see them express that change the way Madonna expressed the way she changed with Ray of Light and
Oh my God, Tasha!
and the Ray of Light and what's that one with our crows and the dark music video broken
wait.
when your heart's
Yeah,
not
with
open. Yeah.
Frozen.
Frozen.
Oo.
Basta
Sarang
that
please
ear.
paki-Google. Please. Alamin
Yung,
ninyo.
yung bracket
Pinag-usapan
namin para medyo mga nasa 20s.
Pero as in sobrang apt.
Basta ganun, parang, remember
Important.
that like from human nature and like from
yeah. Oh my God.
sexuality, like Madonna's explorations of sexuality to suddenly exploring like purity and identity and finding like spirituality. Parang ganun, like I'm excited for that. Like, do they have a new what's new? Like what else can they say after 4 years?
Wow.
Ganon. So yes, I definitely want to see what else they have like under their belts. Are they going to work with Lumpens again? Is there any indication that they will be?
I hope
That,
so.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
Sana.
Are they still gonna be doing the smoldering stare and
Ay,
like,
naku, hindi
Definitely.
mawawala yun.
For sure.
And then,
Kasama yun sa
and,
kontrata. Hindi yun
Oo.
pwede mawala.
Oo. Trademark na yon, signature yon.
okay. So
But
yeah.
I guess we did it right. We did well. 1TOSARANG girlies. Because we educated Maui.
I think it's
Yun yung-
opposite pa.
Oh, yeah,
Exposed.
we learned. We
Oo.
learned a lot from Maui too. Pero yun yung sabi niya kasi sa akin sa text eh. I want you guys to educate me on K-pop / BTS.
Okay.
Mm.
And ships, ganon.
And ships.
Yeah.
And nipple counts.
Nipples.
And all
And
that.
abs.
So now you know
Yeah.
so much.
And transitive kisses.
Correct.
Ganda.
Oo.
Yeah. If A plus B and B plus C equals
Correct.
shipping.
Correct.
Hindi pa yung nakikita yung games na ginagawa nila sa variety shows.
Oh my God.
I know.
Nagsusuck and blow
That's a
sila.
whole different
I've seen
world
that.
pa.
I've seen that. Oh, I'm only making a connect. Sila pala yun. Oh. They are so evil. I know. They're doing it for the fans.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of it. But yeah, that is our discussion on these 5 music videos from BTS. A look back. So from their older ages with Maui, the music video guy.
Yeah.
Armies, did you enjoy it? I hope you did. Hit like on this episode if you did. Subscribe to our channel and share to your army friends. But hindi pa tapos ang ating episode because, of course, this is 1TOSARANG. We end with a quick game. Quick na lang kasi sobrang haba na ng episode na to. Since we ended with Kinetic Manifesto, we shall be kinetic in our answering. Wow, pabilisan lang.
Okay.
Pabilisan lang. So I'm gonna mention the music video and then you 3, pabilisan, paunahan to say one thing about the music video. So the last person who says something about it will be out.
Eliminated.
So
okay.
ang
Okay.
matira, matibay. And in 3, 2, blood, sweat, tears.
Statue.
It's...
Damian.
Sige.
Ano sabi
Damian,
mo?
the book.
Oh.
Oo.
Damian, the
Oh,
novel.
diba? Yeah.
Anyway.
Good job, Maui. Sorry, Trancy, you are eliminated.
Hindi ko ma-pronounce yung name ng philosopher na hindi ko na lang sasabihin kasi ayokong mapahiya.
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche. Parang like,
Nietzsche.
tama ba? Nag-double take yung utak ko.
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche. Mm.
Okay, next. I will mention songs that aren't included in our discussion, but you might remember it then. The next is Idol.
Yellow.
With that blank.
Yellow?
Let's do another
predominantly
round.
Yellow.
Ah.
In
Yeah,
fairness, all the colors are there in Idol. So you could have shouted out any
Red,
color and it would have
blue.
been there.
Ito yung may,
Magenta, ganon.
ito yung may face filters tsaka yung glasses, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Exactly.
Like a big F you to the haters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oo.
Okay, right.
Another
Okay.
performance
Sobrang
video. That's why I love it.
Idol.
Let's do another round. Trency, come back. So my
Okay.
1 point na si Pia. Let's do Dynamite.
Laundromat.
Ice
Oh.
cream truck. May ice cream truck, diba? Tama ba?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meron.
English.
Sorry, Maui. English. Good job, though.
Bleh. Sabi sa'yo, yung era ko is really, it's really
The
wings,
middle.
Love
Correct.
yourself. Yeah.
Love yourself.
Aw.
Yeah. I'm
Sige,
the
so-
pre-westernized, BTS.
love it.
Pre-western. Tama yan.
Yeah.
Tama
Correct,
yan.
correct.
O, mag-final round tayo. Let's see kung si Pia ang ultimate winner for this. With
Sige.
Fire.
Buto yun eh.
Fans.
Buto yun eh.
Oh. I think Trency deserves that point.
Oh,
So,
bullet
ang
turn eh.
ending, Trency and Pia, they get 1 point each for the 2 rounds that we did. So, yay!
Yay!
Quick
Oh,
game.
yay!
So that's our episode, Maui. Thank you so much for joining us. We learned so much, and I hope you learned from us too. I hope na this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship with BTS.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
itong ano mo.
I think
Ang-
I already have I think I am on my way to becoming
Oh.
Oh my God.
I
maybe
love
Or-
it.
I can't say it
Wow.
yet. I don't want to be ayoko maging fake fan. So, you know,
Oo,
I am
tama yan.
definitely going to watch been looking forward to the latest, and I will try to watch the even earlier ones.
Wow.
Ay, naku!
Wow,
Excited for you.
Yeah.
Get into dark.
Okay.
Too
So
cool
yes.
for school.
Okay.
Too cool for school, yes.
Too cool for
Okay.
school.
War of
And maybe,
hormone.
War of hormone.
maybe we can look forward to you talking about their music videos in your podcast, in your channel. So promote mo naman ang The Music Video Guy.
Yes, I am on Instagram as the music video guy, one word. I'm on TikTok as Maui the music video guy. I also have a podcast with my co-host Carla, who couldn't be with us tonight. The Music Video Guy podcast. We are on Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, and what's the other one?
Apple
I keep
Podcasts.
Apple Podcast. So there, we are on like the major platforms. So yes, that's me. I also,
Yay!
yeah.
Sarang Bass, please follow The Music Video Guy. Let's show
Yes,
him
please.
some love.
Yes.
And make sure to watch his future K-pop content too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pressure
Or
is
even
on.
watch my
Can't
old
wait.
Shinoshide.
But this has been
video.
fun. Share this episode with your friends. We are on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Instagram,
Yeah.
TikTok, and Twitter. See you on our next episode. Thank you. You're the best. Gumawa, Chegoya, and Sarang.
Yeah, what they said. Bye.
Are you familiar with the concept of bias in K-pop?
Yes. Ano naman?
So kung may
So,
bias
like-
ka dito, sino? Sa BTS?
Too early to tell, pero I'm leaning towards. I find RM interesting. Still
Bias
recording.
na po si
Sabi
Mau.
mo, ah. Nako.
But I don't know, but it might be, like that si
Suga.
si Suga yung least interesting. Suga yung least interesting.
What?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
no. Kapag nag-start ka, baka nga siya pa yung maging bias mo. Because
Oh
Kailangan pa
my
nun yung mga solos
God.
niya.
Solos. Okay.
Yung solos niya.
And
He
he's
looks-
their producer.
Oh, producer pa nila.
Kasi mukha siyang he looks like, sino yung ex ni Liza? Sobera.
Si ano?
Ano?
Si
Enrique Hill?
Enrique Hill?
He reminds me of that archetype. Yung parang, he looks like the I am sorry.
Oh my God!
Ganon.
Not
Like,
making
pogi
the
naman.
cut. This is not making
This is gonna be
No, do not make
edited
it.
out.
Puro bleep to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.